You're trying to set healthy habits or to begin a healthy habit, and you're wondering, how can I be able to do this? There are very simple steps in which you can break that down and make it become a reality. Number one is begin by the end goal in mind. Start to ask yourself, what is it that you want to achieve? Start asking yourself, what is the end goal? What is the thing that you want to be able to target so that you can be able, let's say, to include that as a healthy habit? Could be maybe you want to lose weight. You begin to ask yourself, how will I look like if I lose X amount of weight? Begin to see it, begin to feel it, begin to ask to allow it to become a reality, even though you haven't started with it. And of course, if you just dream about it and do nothing about it, that's not going to happen and it's not going to become a reality. So the second thing you need to do is set ways in which you will achieve those goals. So for example, if you want to run 5 kilometers, you can't wake up in the morning and decide, I'm going to run for 5 kilometers. That's almost impossible. But then you can decide and say, okay, I will go and walk for 1 kilometer. I'll go and walk, and then the next day you build it up slowly by slowly until eventually you get to 5 kilometers. If you want to lose weight, don't start to say, I want to lose 10 kgs in one day or in 1 week or whatever, but you can start with 500 grams in a week, which is doable, and then start building that slowly by slowly, and then thinking, what are the things that I need to do? Need to eat less, maybe exercise more. And of course, when you are in energy deficiency, you'll end up seeing that weight starting to drop off. Then number three, the other thing that you need to do is after you do that, you need to commit to a given time of doing what you want to do. For example, what do I mean with this? If you want to run, you need to commit to a given time where you can be able to go to run. I find myself, I do 5 kilometers, and every single day when I do that, I do it in the morning. And because I commit my morning to it, I find that when my alarm goes, it's easy for me to wake up and go out because I know I have to do that I get to do that 5 kilometers today. And so it's a motivation rather than anything else. So set apart time that you can be able to invest in that. Put it on your to-do list. Put it as part of the priorities to say, today, one of the things on my to-do list is to do something, the needle-moving activity that will help me to achieve my goal. Then the other thing that you need to do is to track your progress. If you don't track your progress, how will you know you're making any progress? So you might track your progress by, if you say you have an app that helps you to track how much you're running or you're walking, that can help you see you're building your healthy regime. Or if you're tracking your calories, you can see how much you're eating. Or if you're a fan, you can weigh yourself. Or what I do most of the time is, I remember when I was working hard to try and lose quite a chunk of weight, I bought this dress and it was in my wardrobe, and every single time I'll go and try it on, and of course it wasn't fitting, and every time I'll be like, until I get in there. That was motivating me, but I was tracking by going to see that eventually when it started fitting, I was like, yeah, I can actually feel that I've lost some weight. The other thing to do is to do that with somebody. Find your motivation, find a community, find a tribe, somebody that can help you to be able to stay on track and help you to be able to achieve those goals. You can account to this person. I call them accountability partners, people that you can tell them when you're failing, they can support you. When you're moving on, they can cheer you on. At the end of the day, you need those people, even if it's just one person. And if you don't have physical people, you can join groups of running. For example, Strava is a good way to start. There are places and spaces where you can actually join Facebook groups and try to do this in part of a community. Then the last thing is always learn to celebrate. Celebrate your victories, celebrate those small wins or simple wins. It might be just like you dropped off a pound or 2 pounds or whatever. You decide, I'm going to celebrate by going for a run or going for a spa or something. Do something that keeps you motivated, and maybe you can buy yourself a new pair of shoes once you've run 500 kilometers, and that will continue to encourage you to continue keeping up.